You know what I'm saying? Like I knew it, right? And I also looked at the DJ like, I hope you're ready. Like this is now, see the flip side of that too is that it's not all that bad because number one, they're 90-minute sets, so I'm already into that 11 o'clock hour, into the second hour of the party. The room's already full by now, right? Or 75% full.
Right.
People are vibing, people are lit already, whatever. You have to be prepared.
Yeah. Right.
As a DJ, you know what I'm saying? I can't come in at any time expecting to play all the bangers. Yeah. What happens if the DJ before me plays all the bangers? Now I ain't got nothing to play.
Right.
I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
You supposed to be, and I used to complain about that a lot early on. My brother told me, he goes, yo, let me ask you a question. In the history of music, how many songs that you could play at a party do you think were recorded? And he just I didn't even have to answer. He just looks at me, he goes, thousands. There's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of records.
Yeah.
That even if somebody played the whole top 40 list, you should still have more than enough and ample to body a set with no problem. You know, so
to not run out.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. Sometimes you do it on purpose. Yeah. Sometimes my own boys have done it to me and I look at me and smile like, I got you. Right? And sometimes it's just like, sometimes you're like so in the zone and you're like, I know he asked me, he called me or texted me specifically to ask me to not play this record, which is sometimes that happens too, and that's fine. You know, depending on the relationship.
The relationship of
like if it's me and my homies, like, you know, one of my homies hit me the other day. He was like, "Yo, I don't like to do this. You know, I never do this. But can you not sit? Can you not play?" And I was like, "Got it." I was like, "But you know, I'm gonna play." And he was like, "That's fair."
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like that. You know, especially if you got a good relationship, but you should be prepared. You should be prepared. Just like like you go out, right? You go out. You're shooting. You're nowhere near your house.
Yeah.
You run out of film. You got backup rolls.
Right.
If your camera fucks up, chances are you might even have another camera too.
Yeah.
You know, you got an extra charger. You got this. You know, you got to be ready. You know,
ready
sometimes it's the music. Sometimes it's your gears fucking up.
Right.
Right. So I used to go out with one USB. What happens if that USB fucks up? I'm shot to hell. My boy was like, "Yo, make a clone of it." Bet. Now for the past 3 years, every time I DJ, I got 3 USBs on me, and they're identical. That will not be a reason why I fail.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Nah,
so it's just
1,000.
the preparation
There's
and
a
things
lot
like
of
that.
little things that just help you succeed.
Yeah.
At the end. Yeah.
But the biggest thing that's going to help you succeed is either A, not being scared to move forward, and even if you are scared, like, do it anyway. Do it scared. My brother says on the other side of fear, there's awesome. You understand what I'm saying? That shit is just a fence, bro.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, once you get, all right, going back to what I said earlier about like the doing like a lot of introspective work, right? That shit is a dark alleyway.
Oof, is it?
That nobody wants to walk through, right? Because ain't no darker place than like your intimate, most
recesses of your mind
and all that, right?
Yeah.
What you think? What version of you is gonna come out of that shit if you make it out of it? When you make it out of it, because it's nothing you won't.
The strongest.
You know what I'm saying?
You
just have to keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
So imagine you could walk down this dark alleyway, and on the other side of that is just like utopia. You understand? That's how I look at fear.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, just go, bro. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You're gonna be all right. And if something happens to you along the way, you're probably conditioned or trained or experienced to. And if you're not, then you're gonna learn from it and you keep it moving.
Yeah. No, that's a very positive way to look at it. You know what I mean?
I spent too many years being scared of failing.
Fear
Not even being scared of failing. Being scared of my face being attached to something that failed. Which is totally asinine. Like, looking back at it, it was just stupid, and it was the greatest waste of time ever.
Right.
But it's part of my journey, and it got me to this point.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is that, like, something I've heard so many times since is just nobody really cares. Like, you're probably the only person that really cares about what you're doing, unless you're like, you know, there's exceptions. Like, if you're like a really big athlete or some shit like that, then people are gonna care. But at the same time, people are gonna care, and they're gonna care about whatever the fuck else they're gonna care about for the rest of the day.
100%.
You know 100%. What I mean?
I know a dude who's all right. So when I was younger and I was making music, right, I went from writing fucking like what would be like spoken word style poetry. Never recited or anything. I just used to write it, right. And then from that, I went into writing raps, and then, you know, recording, and then just like moving away from like freestyling over industry beats and wanting to make original music, right? But I didn't have the money to go ahead and pay somebody for beats. So I learned how to make beats myself. Now my raps was even tighter because they're over my shit. The raps are coming to me while I'm making the music, right? Fine. Then I move away from the recording because I just enjoy the production side of it so much. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, I almost lost what I was gonna say, but you know, people just like have like these things where they're just scared to do shit, right? And back then I was like, I don't want nobody to help me. I don't want nobody to help me. I don't want nobody to help me, right? Y'all think I'm ill. You think I'm ill. You think I'm ill. You think I'm an ill producer. All the drug dealers on this block think I got fire beats. Y'all, nobody's buying beats from me. You don't want to manage me. You don't want to do right? Fine. Fast forward years later, a friend of mine was expressing the same thing to me, and he is wickedly nice. But he's a Scorpio like me, and I feel like he went through the same exact shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna put him on blast. He's in an amazing position right now, doing amazing things for a brand that you guys are well aware of. He's doing amazing things, exponentially proud of him. But you know, that almost held a mirror up to me to what I went through. You know what I'm saying? And then when I realized is, people will, along the way, people will believe in you once you show them that you believe in yourself.
That's a fact.
Until then,
Powerful.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen at all. You know what I mean? You just gotta believe in yourself and show people that you're willing to bet on yourself.
Confidence.
Yeah.
That's like with anything.
Yeah.
Nah, that's 1000%.